the chiller room. We certainly know that so much of what we have behind me is well beyond most comfort zones of the standard commercial property inspector. This shouldn't be a surprise. You've done your research. You've looked at the building long before you showed up. You knew that it had chillers and cooling towers. We'll be looking at the cooling tower in a moment. But we're here in the mechanical room looking at these chillers. These are both York centrifugal chillers. If you recall chillers, they run on water and they run in tandem with a cooling tower. We have two sets of pumps. One set of pump takes the water in and out of the condenser and sends it to the cooling tower. And we have one set of pumps that goes in and out of the evaporator and goes into the air handling units and the VAV boxes. So it's really important that you understand those basics and that the refrigerant oil is only located up here in the compressor and the expansion valve. And so as a commercial property inspector, you're going to understand your scope. This would be a perfect example of why you should bring a specialty consultant on this project. But what if your client didn't require that? What if they only wanted your visual opinion? Well, it's simple. I'm going to walk up and I'm going to approach these chillers like this. Inspector position. And I'm going to look for, are there any leaks? Are there any signs of open electric? Are there any unusual noises, clanks, pops, bangs? Anything like that would certainly be a sign that's going to require further attention. But when you see systems like this, where I've got $1 million worth of equipment right here behind me, you know that they're being maintained. They're being maintained by a staff. And so you can request the maintenance records or anything else. But at a minimum, this is the chiller. This is how I can identify the elements and the parts to it. And then from there, we're going to go out to the cooling tower and look at those elements next. So if we're finished with the chillers, the tandem portion of the chiller is the cooling tower. And that's what's behind me. Once again, certainly something for a specialty consultant. There's $1 million to $1.5 million worth of equipment behind my shoulders. But what you can do as a commercial property inspector is identify certain other issues. If I walk underneath this cooling tower and see water leaking, that's a sure sign that there's something going on. If I look at the tub, which is that horizontal portion of the steel, and see it calcified, that's water leakage. And then let's see, I'm going to look at those cells, those individual little honeycombs. As you can see, we've got some calcification going on in there. There's a maintenance schedule that should involve cleaning those cells to get some useful life out of that. This appliance has about a 25-year lifespan. With good maintenance, we can extend that. So remember, follow the ComSop. This is a visual inspection. If they want something in depth, bring a specialty consultant, because these things are beyond what most commercial property inspectors have the capacity to be able to inspect.